Yeah, Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Herbert. I'm commanding the Brigade Advisor Group on Harrier 12. Yeah, I mean, OMID do's a really quite significant operation. It's the first time we've seen in Central Helmand a truly ANA planned and ANA led operation, whereby they really are the supported command, with ISAF operating in a supporting role. This was an operation that was conceived by them, planned by them, executed by them, with us very much in support. So, you know, as we move towards a point where eventually we transfer security control over to the Afghans, you know, this is quite a significant point along the way. The operation's been planned by the brigade commander himself and his staff, Colonel Shirin Shah. He's relatively experienced down here. He was the XO to the old brigade, so he understands Helmand quite well, but his brigade headquarters staff are brand new. They only got into Helmand in February, March time. So they've been forming up over the last 6 months, you know, learning their jobs, learning their role, and really understanding Helmand in a way that some of us do. And so they've taken this problem through. We took them through some basic planning processes, taught them how to develop a plan. They decided that they wished to do it in this area. They then took that plan and with a little bit of mentor support from us, turned it into a workable and an executable plan. Yeah, they've done pretty well. I mean, this has been a demanding operation, 48 hours pretty much non-stop, in some pretty sweltering conditions. You know, we've all felt it. And, you know, for those who think that the ANA, you know, don't necessarily have the appetite, I think this has proved it wrong. We've seen ANA commanders, you know, with the appetite, with the will, making decisions in conjunction with their mentors, using their mentors to provide some advice and support, and that's been encouraging to see, to help them learn. You know, and the foot soldiers on the ground have performed pretty well. You know, there's a long way to go. There's a long way to go. But, you know, I think this is a significant step in the right direction.
Earlier on today, we had Major General Mills from Commander of RC Southwest and the Commander of Task Force Helmand, Brigadier Felton. Can you tell me what they came here to see and do?
Yeah, I mean, I think they wanted to see for themselves just how the operation had gone. But they flew in here into Checkpoint Yakchal, which is where we've got the brigade forward headquarters and their logistical support elements. So we spent a little bit of time here. The brigade commander, the Afghan brigade commander, he gave them a brief with his staff on the planning for the operation, the concept of operations for the operation, then gave him an intelligence brief and a current operations brief as to how it had gone over the last couple of days. We then jumped in the vehicles and headed out and met up with one of the Kandak commanders, the 3rd Kandak commander, and his advisor down in Safian, which is a village, one of the main objectives of this operation, where they were able to see for themselves the progress that would be made and have a chat with a couple of the locals as well. So yeah, great opportunity for them to see ANA development in practice. Yeah, I mean, it's not so much how the Shura went, it's the fact that the Shura took place, which is really significant. You know, I mean, this was a real demonstrable aspect, an Afghan operation delivered by Afghans, putting an Afghan lead on the end. And it's what we had the Deputy District Governor and the XO to the Provincial Governor fly in. They led the Shura, they talked to all of the locals about their problems, they talked to them about, you know, how they accept ANA in the area. You know, I think it was a really nice way to finish the operation, and part of one of the key objectives here was to conduct some government outreach. So it was great that we managed to do that. You know, and in some respects that's far more important than the tactical effect which we had upon the ground, far more important.